So I have a new power station or solar generator from DABBSSON. This one is the most powerful and the best one that I ever actually have used. And because there are a lot of numbers, I will grab the manual just to read off a few of them as I give you a little bit of information about this. But like I mentioned, this one is the most powerful and the best one that I have ever used. Now it is a little heavy. This one weighs, I think it's like 41 or 43 pounds, somewhere around there. And with this one, you get 2,048 watt hours. So it's equivalent to like using two 100 amp lithium batteries in parallel. Now just for some more numbers, this one is rated at 2,200 watts of continuous use, and the surge is at 4,400 watts. So this is gonna handle just about anything you try to use on it. Here in the front, you're gonna find that you're gonna have a lot of ports. You're gonna be able to charge a lot of devices at the same time. You have multiple type C's, which one is rated at 100 watts. You have your DC input that you can use. This one's rated for 100 and something watts. And you also have a little plug here where you can connect an extra DC cord, or one of those adapter things. You got two USB A's, and you have 6 of the AC outlets. There's also a little light here. Let's go ahead and power it up. Now there is also a little light here that you can use. I don't ever use it, but if you need a little light for like a just like a portable nightlight and stuff, you can hit that and you will be able to get one, and it goes a little bit brighter. And as you can see right now, we're at 51%, and we do have Wi-Fi, which is cool. Now on the back side of the unit, we're gonna have our outlet for our AC cord, and then we have an XT60 where we can connect solar panels. And we have another vent back here at the back. Now what's also really cool is that this one has a smart app, and you can use the app. I'll show that here in just a moment. You can use the app to see your workflows or your power flows. You could also use it to adjust the charging, so you can go to a slower charge or a fast charge, because this will charge up to 1,500 watts on AC power, and I think it's 800 on solar, so you can charge quite a bit. So you can charge really fast with this one. So for the inputs, you got 1,500 watts like I mentioned for the AC. You have for 800 watts 20 amp max for the solar, and it supports for your car battery 8 amps by default, which is 100 and something watts. I haven't used it in the car, so I haven't tried charging it that way, but you do have that option. Like if you drive around, you can charge it while you're driving. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this plugged into the AC. That way I can kind of show you a little bit of that. It is at 50% because it has been used for the last couple of days. This has been used to make a lot of cups of coffee and stuff. This is actually an awesome off-grid power station. But if we go ahead and we plug in the AC power, then it should start ramping up to the 1,500 watts here. And it may take a moment for it to speed up to that usage. You'll see like 700 or 800 watts at first, and then it will go up. So like right now it's at 900, and it's going to continue to climb until you get to that 1,500, unless you lower it in the app. All right, so I got the app opened up, that way I can show you. It's also going to show you what the current power is. It's at 51%. Go ahead and click into that. And here it's going to give you your power flow. So it's going to let you know your AC coming in, your solar coming in. It's going to show you what the temperature is of this, what the current battery percentage is. And you can also turn this on and off right here from the app as well. You could also turn on your AC, your DC, and your LED lights straight from the app. So if you want to turn on that light, just press it on the app. Now, if you go into your settings, like I mentioned, you can adjust your power settings for your charge and discharge settings. So you can go in there, and right now I have it set to a fast charge. You could also set it for a normal charge, which is the charging speed is going to be 700 watts. You can click in there, and you could actually fine tune how many watts you want to do from 50 all the way up to 1,500. So if you prefer to charge it a little slower, you can. You could also hit quiet mode, and I don't know if this picked up the fan. I heard my truck kick on too, because I do have another generator going. But if you were able to hear it, the fan did shut off when we went into the quiet mode, so you can't even hear that. Now for me, the fan doesn't really bother me, so I just leave it going. And then of course you could do other settings in here like time management. You can go into energy saving mode. You can also do firmware updates. I did a firmware update when I first got it. It alerted me right away, and it was pretty quick as well and pretty easy for all of that. And you can have multiple of these on the same app and control all of them. Now, I do not have the solar panels that they have. I would love to have one of those 300 or 400 watt ones and maybe a couple of them eventually. But right now I do have my 100 watt ones. I have two 100 watts. Of course, it's very cloudy, so I'm not getting a whole lot of solar, but I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in and just show you that it will charge with both the AC and the solar at the same time. And with that XT60 connection, we can easily plug in our solar panels hassle-free. Will you go away, B? And then we will start seeing an input for the solar panels, which right now it's only saying 1 watt. I don't really have any sun, but I should be getting more than that. Oh, there it goes, 18 watts. All right, so right now we're up to 36 watts. Of course, if I would have done this in the sun a couple days ago, I would have had about 150 watts out of that. But this at least gives you an idea. And it kind of takes away from the AC as well when you're doing the solar. So combined, it's getting it closer to the 1500, but the AC is down just a little bit as that solar goes up a little bit. These are the two foldable solar panels I'm using. I do have them connected in these Y parallel series cables. I'll link those below for anybody that's interested in those. And then I have a 20-foot extension for the XT60, which makes it a lot easier than this short little cord that I had. So if you're looking for either one of those, I'll link them below because they're really nice. I actually want to get another one of these extensions for another set of panels. And you can tell that there's not much sun right now. And you'll see that I have very cloudy conditions and also lots of trees. Now what I want to do is I want to show you actually using and powering something. So I'm going to go grab my Keurig because that is one of the highest wattage users that I have right now. This will run an AC and stuff too, but you won't get a long time. You'll get actually a couple hours depending on what it is. You can run a microwave for like an hour with this. The Keurig, I don't even know for sure. I know with the Keurig, like every time we run it, it takes 1 to 2%. So potentially up to 50 cups, maybe even more. I mean, we've charged it usually when it gets down to about 50 or so. All right, went and got my Keurig. This is actually a really nice Keurig. I got this recently after I got the RV. And this is one of those Keurig Supremes that does like does the 4 puncture brew stuff. And this one's actually been really awesome. I did do a video on that on my other channel. But let's go ahead and we'll get this plugged in. I'm also trying this new coffee from Mods. I've shared their coffees before. Like I love their blueberry one. But I'm trying this newer one called Oh Cherry Baby. It's like eating those chocolate covered cherry cordial things. Just not sweet like them. Oh, it would help if I actually turned on the... Now, it'd actually help if I turned on the AC. I'll go ahead and use the app here. We'll turn on the AC. Now we should be good. There we go. Go ahead and start it. And you're going to notice that this does not get loud. The fans don't really speed up and get louder for it. And it just doesn't have any issue whatsoever doing a brewing. We're at 1500. Wait. So we're a little over 1,000 watts. And of course it will fluctuate between the 1,000 and the 1,500. I haven't had any issue with brewing coffee whatsoever. I let my mother use this for a few days with her Keurig and to just do a lot of testing. I wanted to see if this would be a good alternative for her to keep her off grid. We tend to run our generators just to brew our coffee and to charge things up, charge batteries up, charge solar panel or charge power stations and stuff up. But with stuff like this, we can brew our coffee for like a week on this thing. And then we could either charge it with the solar panels, AC, if we do the generator, charge everything else up, or we can even plug it into the car when we go on a road trip and have it charged up then. You'll also see the power output right here on the app. So you'll be able to see what I was talking about. I forgot that this was actually recording, but you'll see that this one is still taking a little over 1,000 watts. And right now we are at 1,532 watts total input, or 1,536. And now we have a fresh brewed coffee using our power station. So I mean, if you can run your Keurigs, you're going to be able to run just about any little appliance. You can run your blow dryers, whatever you might need when you're traveling or you're off-grid. These are great for emergencies. You can also run a fridge on these for several days, like a little mini fridge. And if you do have enough sun where you can connect the solar panels, especially if you get like the 400 watt panels or the 300 watt ones, those are what I really want. You're probably never going to have to worry about charging this as long as you have enough sun and those connected all the time. And that is my goal here pretty soon. I just don't have the funds to get the solar panels that I need quite yet. But overall, I wanted to share this. This has been an awesome solar generator. I really, really like this one. Like I said, this one is my favorite one. You'll also see that it has gone up a couple percent just from the last minute or so. But anyway, Dobson is a really nice brand. They got some really nice solar generators, some solar panels and stuff. Hopefully I can get one of the solar panels eventually. But I hope this gives you a good idea what to expect with this one. Like I said, this is my favorite one. Definitely one that I would recommend, and definitely don't regret whatsoever. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.